I want to share with you something that happened last night while we were trick-or-treating with the kids. It was a fine night. It was actually beautiful weather. We had a great time, but there was this one moment that really stood out, and it's been in my mind ever since. So I wanted to share that with you because there's a really important message that comes with it. So what happened is, we're trick-or-treating like most everyone was trick-or-treating. We were just going down the sidewalk. The kids are running up to the house and running back. And I was walking with some friends, and they had a toddler, well, like a 3-year-old that was in a stroller, and I was standing with them while all the other kids ran up to the house. And we're just kind of chatting, and then out of like where I couldn't see, you know, like left field, this kid comes running up that I hadn't seen before, and I'm guessing he's probably about 10 years old. And he got right in the face of my friend's kid, the little girl, the 3-year-old, and he started doing this, like just, I thought he was doing some sort of Harry Potter thing, you know, like just casting a spell, but he was doing it like right in the face of this 3-year-old little girl. And it was bizarre, it was awkward, it was weird, and natural reaction, I'm like, what are you doing, kid? I mean, I didn't say anything, but I definitely had this look of kind of puzzled, like, hey, back off, kid, this is, you're kind of being awkward, maybe dangerous here. And instantly, after I made that look, I saw this mom, this kid's mom. She just kind of ran up and started profusely apologizing. Like, I'm so sorry, I apologize, I'm so sorry about this. And I was like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. And then instantly her kid bolts across the street, and he goes to a house over there and right up to some kids, and he's doing the same thing, you know, like right in their face. I work with a lot of kids on the autism spectrum in my practice, and I've seen it enough that I caught on right away that that kid was autistic, and I had two things go through my mind. One, actually 3 things. One, I was a little embarrassed of the way I looked, you know, that face that I made, but at the same time, human reaction, right? I mean, no thinking, just like first thing you do. Second thing, I had a tremendous amount of compassion for that mother. And then the third thing was, I was highly impressed by that mother. I mean, she knew exactly what she was getting into. I mean, she knew that that night had the potential of complete disaster. She knew the looks that she was going to get from parents. She knew that her child's behavior was unpredictable. He was going to be overstimulated. She knew that that was going to be a very difficult night. And she was brave enough to take her kid out and go trick-or-treating amidst all the looks, amidst all the things that she was experiencing that were so difficult. She did it. And, you know, and the whole thing happened so quick because then her kid bolted down the street and she was after him, and I had no opportunity to follow up. I would have loved to talk to that mom and encouraged her and said, you know, you are such an awesome mother for bringing your child out here. You know, so that's what I want to make the point about. You know, I think people watching this are going to fall into 2 camps. Either you have a child with special needs, like they're on the autism spectrum, or you don't. You know, and every parent has had challenging, embarrassing situations, but to a parent of an autistic child, that is like every single time they go out there. It is so difficult. It is so hard, and they have to endure not only helping their child through those very difficult situations, basically trying to control and minimize disaster, but then they have to endure the scorn and the looks of all the other parents. And I think a lot of parents just don't get it. They don't get it, how hard it is to parent a child with special needs. It is never ending. It is constant. So, you know, when you're that parent who you see someone who has a kid that is struggling with some special needs, or they're just acting out, go to compassion first. Have some compassion. That parent doesn't need judgment. They don't need you looking down on them or your little comments. What they need is encouragement, you know, because that's what's going to fuel them and encourage them to do the right thing and to keep going. And for those of you who have special needs children, who have children who are autistic or whatever is going on with your child, don't give up. You know, the stuff that you are doing, the work that you're doing, the help that you're getting them really makes a difference. It really helps them have a better life. It really does. You know, I'm going to make another video really soon. I'm going to tag it onto this one, and I'm going to make a video about parenting children with special needs, parenting children with autism, because there are so many things that you can do that really make a difference. And I find with the parents that I've worked with that there's things they just don't realize about parenting a child with special needs. So I'm going to share those things with you. Keep looking out for those things. And no matter what your situation is, no matter what's going on, if you're a parent out there, don't give up. Your kids need you. Your family needs you. Don't give up.